Hello everyone, my name is Void Doctor, and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. And today we're starting out this episode with a lot of work to do, and that work specifically is resource gathering, because I have a pretty cool build project in mind for today's episode, along with some mischief. But what does every good build project start with? Some resource gathering. So, first, before we get into resource gathering, I'd like to show you what I'm going to be building today. A few days ago on stream, we built this pretty cool marketplace courtyard, and now that I see it a few days later, there are a couple problems with it. One, it's not very flat. I feel like a marketplace should not have 4 blocks of elevation increase in just a few blocks. So what I'd like to do is flatten it out a bit, just, take my shovel to it and tap out some of this dirt here, maybe make the building foundations go down a bit more, and that kind of stuff, just to make it feel a lot more like a courtyard. And second, it's not fully enclosed, and there are still some gaps in the market stalls, so I'd like to fill in those gaps with some market stalls and get some more buildings in here. And third, it just feels kind of lifeless, sort of quiet. So what I'd like to do is get some villagers in here and, get them in the market stalls, make the market stalls a bit more villager safe, and then maybe get some particles in here. I don't know, some smoke, I don't know what other kind of particles I could introduce in here, and that should look pretty cool. But before we do all that, I'm going to go gather some resources just to make this a bit easier. So I'm going to go gather some birch logs, some sand, maybe, I don't know, and some sandstone, some wool for the market stands, and some spruce logs. I forgot what they were called. Spruce logs right now. All right, so 1 dead pickaxe, 1 pretty dead axe, a very dead hoe, and some shulker boxes later, and we have a ton of materials. This is so much stuff. I don't know what to do with this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use. I don't think I'm gonna use all of this on this build, but yeah, I'm very happy that I have all these materials because I won't need to go mine these exact materials again. But now there's just a few other things I need to grab. I realized I forgot to grab those. So, see you in a sec. Alright, wool and dyes have been acquired, and the first thing I want to do here is just flatten it out a bit. Just flatten out the land just a tad. Alright folks, so I lowered the ground down, and I still think it looks pretty natural. There's still some elevation change. I do want to fix this foundation, but the next thing I want to do is, before we get started on the next stage of the build, just to get some scattered road materials, whatever the materials are we use for the roads, I kind of forgot. Granite, terracotta, coarse dirt, and bricks, just scatter them around, something like this, maybe a bit more dense, maybe less sand in between the little patches of material, and I think that should look pretty good. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright folks, so I got the ground all sorted out, and I think this looks really nice. I think it just has a feeling of, there's just a lot of foot traffic because it's sort of been worn away in some areas and it's just sand now. So yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. There's a couple flaws, there's a couple places I'd like to fix up. But for the most part, I think it looks pretty nice. Now, the next thing I want to do is, of course, expand the market out this way. Just to add some buildings around here and add some more market stands. And, of course, we're going to do this in the form of a third-person time-lapse. So, as always, enjoy the time-lapse. All right, folks, so I am absolutely thrilled with how this marketplace building has come together. I think all the colors and the sounds that I imagine and the smells that I am imagining happening in this sort of setting, just, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's very immersive. But the next thing I want to do is add some interiors to these buildings, add some things that some of these market stalls are selling. Obviously, there's way too many to have each of them be an individual store. I want to have this be like a meat market and stuff like that. So I think that would be kind of cool. So that's what I'm going to do next. And after that, I have some pretty exciting news. Or just some plans. The statues data pack is so cool. And look at this. Oh, that's so neat looking. You just get that. Yeah, oh, I love that. This has got to be one of my favorite interiors in the entire city. This just looks so nice. You got all the meat on display. You got these big like racks of meat. Some of them being smoked. Some of them just in storage. This is so cool looking. Got a guy selling what is most definitely flour. Got a little sneaky man here, taking this guy's flowers, the flower vendors, farmers, and turning them directly into dye and probably selling them for more profit. That's so rude. It's so sleazy. I don't know if any other content creators are watching this, but if they are, you ever just forget that you're supposed to be recording and just hop around your world, just parkour around your world, and then just remember that you're supposed to be recording? Alright, so I'm reasonably happy with how a lot of the market stands have come together. All the ones that I've added little decorations for. It's fairly simple, but this interior I think is really nice. I just think it's quite colorful and vibrant. Same with this one, actually. I just feel like it makes this house feel like it's actually being lived in by someone. Alright, so on an entirely different note, I've had this Minecraft skin since I started playing, since I switched from the Bedrock edition of Minecraft to the Java edition of Minecraft like 3 years ago now. I've had the same Minecraft skin, and I just feel like it's fairly rudimentary, so what I want to do is design myself a new skin, specifically the face. I've updated pretty much everything else, but I feel like the face is iconic. But at this point, I'm willing to let go of the face if it means a better looking skin that I can use as my YouTube profile picture. So, I'm gonna go just whip myself up a new skin and rip off this skin and change it. Yeah, see you in a second. Alright, so, my old skin was sawed off, don't worry, perfectly normal stuff, and disposed of in a garbage bin. I think that's sanitary, I think that follows the health and safety regulations, and new skin has been acquired, and I love the skin. I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but I think I did a pretty good job on the face. Nothing else was changed at all, but I think the face just looks very nice. It just definitely shows the divide between the weird corruption on my face on one side and the me part of my face on the other side. And actually, this is a lot more accurate than my old skin. If you have seen a picture of me on my Instagram or whatever, I'm clean shaven. So the normal side of my face is like clean shaven. I just think this looks really cool, and I'm planning on keeping this. I'll update it if anything ever changes, like I grow a beard or whatever. I don't know. Maybe some random corruption does take over my face, and then well, I'd see a doctor. Moving on, the next thing I want to work on is a PvP arena with a twist. Alright, so most PvP arenas are player on player. They're just player on player. It's in the name. But I have an idea to add a bit of spice. Each player gets 3 iron golems in a cage behind fences, and they go punch the enemy player's iron golems before the round starts from a safe distance so they don't get attacked. And then the iron golems are released at the beginning of the round, and they try to kill, they're going to kill the enemy player. But the enemy player's objective is to kill the other player. And getting killed by anything, you can only win if you kill the player. If one of your golems kills them, it doesn't count. If they die from like a trap, which is another thing I want to add, it doesn't count. But just the basic arena design, I want to have it be sort of like a big deep slate. I don't know, just a big deep slate circle with some decorations around it. And I want there to be like falling traps in it, just like, I don't know, sand can fall through the floor. I'm still working out some of the kinks and things, but I think having falling sand traps and stuff like that could be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go gather some deep slate, which takes ages to mine because I'm a moron and still don't have a beacon. It's episode 21, and I still don't have a beacon. So yeah, let me go waste hours of my life gathering deep slate for a while. Just realized I need to go gather some more iron and other bits, but that's less time consuming than the deep slate itself. that was actually a wildly successful deep slate mining trip. I got diamonds from it. Diamonds from mining deep slate. This is peak InfinityCraft technology, everyone. It's episode 21 and I'm still using full blocks as my mine stairs. Alright, well, that was quite a successful deep slate mining trip. Went down there for deep slate and a little bit of iron. Brought back up deep slate, tough, iron, and whilst I was at it, got a ton of valuable ores. Got some lapis. Probably too much, actually. I don't know if my storage system... Yeah, my storage system cannot handle all the lapis. It's overflowing. It's madness. And so, yeah, the next thing I want to do is go design the arena in most likely a single-player flat world. And I want to use tough in the design now that I realize how good tough looks. I'm going to use tough, and I'm also going to get all these ores sorted away. Alright, everyone, I got all the resources I think we're going to need for this build in shulker boxes, and now I'm just going to flatten out a piece of land somewhere around here and begin construction on the arena. Obviously, I'm really only going to construct the walls and the floor because I'd like to do all the rest of the redstone stuff and the barriers and the iron golems and stuff like that in the form of progress updates, but I'd like to time-lapse all the rest of the exterior stuff. So, as always, enjoy the time-lapse. Alright folks, I hope y'all enjoyed that time-lapse, and here we are. The arena is complete, or the outside of it is, and I think it looks very nice. I don't know, I just feel like, you really feel like you're being watched, even if there's no one here, just from all the overhanging arches and things. And there's actually a way up here. You have to climb a ladder, which is slightly inconvenient and probably not as accessible as a staircase, but it's the only thing that fits. So, a ladder it is. And I did manage to use Tough Block, which I'm very happy with. I joined the Tough Block bandwagon. That was something that I've been wanting to do for a while, as it is a very popular building block. And also got some mud in there for the mud hype train as well. But we have to go meet JL Sailor back in Heresia for a skin change. And it's time to use some heavy machinery. So you're here to get your skin changed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
This is perfectly sanitary and follows all health and safety regulations. Don't worry.
So is it like a closet that I just, change in, or?
Just come down this perfectly not suspicious scaffolding.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, cool.
Put all your stuff, put everything you don't want to be instantly incinerated into this. Yeah, that's just where your old skin goes. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So I don't go in there, just the old skin.
Oh, no. The old skin will still be attached to your bones. You'll feel everything. Step right up and stand on this stair. Now walk across the belt.
This doesn't seem safe.
This is perfectly safe and follows all health and safety regulations. Walk forward. Now walk forward.
Oh boy. Ow. Oh boy.
Now walk into the pit so we can dispose of your old skin, which is also including you. Also, we haven't mastered the art of reattaching your skin. So we can't have loose skins hanging around.
I'm sure.
All right. Let's get you that new skin. We just again it's a disclaimer. We have not mastered the art of reattaching your new skin. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, nice. Gremlin. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing happened that wasn't supposed to happen.
I mean, I did kind of burn to death.
Where? All right, folks. So now it's time to set up the system that is going to raise and lower these fences here, the pit traps that are going to be in the floor, and the barriers that are going to provide cover for fighters in the arena. And I think I'm just going to start out with the barriers because that's obviously going to be the simplest one. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I got all the barriers set up here, and I think they look pretty good. But I just thought of a way to make the barriers, hiding behind them a little bit more challenging. What if we had the falling sand traps be behind the barriers? So you're standing here, and the sand beneath you just has a chance to fall. So you can't stay here for very long. You kind of have to constantly be moving. And that makes it a bit more challenging because then you're technically peeking and they can shoot you. They could take some pot shots on you. I just think it would be kind of neat and an extra added layer of challenge to make it so that you couldn't camp behind barriers for too long before you were potentially taken out. And the way I think you do that, I think the way we could achieve that is by putting buttons on the barriers. Putting buttons, and you shoot the buttons, or maybe target blocks rather, on the barriers, and you shoot the target block, and it causes the sand beneath the barrier to drop out. Alright, so I've gotten the system pretty well sorted out. Shoot the target block, activates this sticky piston with a redstone block on the end, activates this redstone dust, causing this piston to trip, knocking out some scaffolding, which is holding up the sand, causing you to fall to your death in lava. The lava is not in place yet, as is evident. Alright, got all the pit traps in place, and I don't think I want to activate any of them because I don't want to have to go replace the scaffolding, so I'm not going to do that right now. Just trust me, they do work. Alright, so I finished the iron golem cages, and I think they work pretty well. It just lowers down for a little while, long enough for the iron golem to get out of its cage, because I really only want to use one because they're so strong. And I think what we're going to do to make it so the iron golems actually aggro on people, because if one person created both sets of iron golems, then the enemy iron golems wouldn't actually go after them after punching them. So I think what we're going to do is have this person create those iron golems and that person create those iron golems and then punch them, because that just makes more sense to me. So yeah, I'm going to go grab some iron, buy some off of other people, stuff like that, to just find different ways to acquire iron, because I still do not have enough iron for this, and catch you guys in a sec. Alright folks, so I've gotten enough iron for iron golems, so the match operator would be in here and hand out 4 iron blocks and a pumpkin to that person, 4 iron blocks and a pumpkin to that person. I don't think I did that. 4, yeah, it is 4 iron, okay. And then we got gear boxes over here, so each contestant can just stand here and get their gear before the fight, because we're only doing iron gear, so people don't have, so someone doesn't have underpowered leather armor and someone else doesn't have overpowered netherite armor. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is reach out to a bunch of Infinity Crafters asking if they want to come over here and do some fights, because we can't just have contestants in the ring itself. We need to have a match operator and preferably some spectators, but 4 people, 2 contestants, actually no, just 3 people, 2 contestants and a match operator would be fine. It's just having some spectators makes it all the more fun. And of course, the grand prize is nothing right now because I'm so broke. So I'm just going to go send out some Discord messages to people asking if they want to participate in the gladiator matches. Okay, so I suppose I should explain the rules of this game. Now, as you can see, it's a gladiator arena with barriers on them. Now, you can hide behind these barriers for protection, but as you can see, all of them have target blocks in them. If those target blocks are shot, the sand behind them will fall into a lava pit trap. So make sure to constantly be moving and stay on your toes, people. Now, the goal of each player is to manually kill the other player. These iron golems are your teammates, but them killing your opponent does not count towards winning the game. So you must manually kill your opponent with your bow or your sword. So when I say go, you guys are going to go punch the other person's iron golems, and then going to go back to your home base, stand behind your fence or stand in front of your fences. And I'm going to release the iron golems, and the match will begin. You can immediately begin attacking each other in any way possible. Just use the resources given to you. The armor, the bow, and the sword. No other potions or external tools or items can be used. So, go punch the other person's iron golem. Get it aggressive at you. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello there.
It's just become a melee already. Okay. Oh my god. This is exciting, actually. This is quite interesting. The golems just won't leave their spots. No way! Yeah. No way! Okay.
I'm not sure if iron golems can actually go over. Oh, they can. Never mind.
Ah! No! Ah! When everyone's ready, go punch the iron golem. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I hit the golem.
You shot the golem.
Ow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go.
Oh boy. That's a...
Ah! This fight's getting so close to me.
Oh boy.
No point. No point.
But it's actively chasing you.
Go. Right.
Oh, I didn't even...
Go. There we go. Hey,
Turn
friends.
around.
There. Oh no. Oh my. Why isn't the golem leaving? No! Ah! No, no!
No!
We have a winner.
I know I said there was no prize, but I'm feeling generous.
The champion.
You cannot follow me down here, please.
Gracias.
No!
No!
I'm just vomiting out. This is like supposed to be like vomiting sounds. This looks like I'm just vomiting out diamonds. Well, I need to get better at PvPing. I lost every match that I played in. I know the recording was kind of weird, but I assume I got some pretty good moments in there, and I'll chop it up, do all my chopping and changing and make sure it looks all nice and pretty for y'all. Anyway, yeah, I did not have the best performance, and Fake Blossom won, so I did decide, just because of her just insane performance in all the matches, maybe she did deserve a prize. So yeah, we got her that sweet diamond prize. So I have some goals now. Get better at PvP, and maybe don't be a moron when it comes to PvP. Those are my 2 goals now. So yeah, I guess it's time to wrap up today's episode. So as always, my name has been Void Doctor. Please like, subscribe, and share if you did enjoy today's episode and feel inclined to do so. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.